This week on the No More Late Fees podcast, we are joined by our pals from the Rotten Treasure podcast, Kai and Jim. Welcome, y'all.
Holy crap, that was like flawless. I felt like I was listening to the podcast. I mean, I am listening to the podcast right now, but like, I was like, oh wow, flawless. Get it?
Yeah, all of a sudden it became very NPR.
Right? Immediately feel welcomed.
She has a wonderful voice for radio.
And a face for TV.
Yeah, it's a good thing you have a
Gotta
podcast.
make it clear.
I hate that expression. I feel like I got told that way too many times before I found out what that meant. I've always been like late to the jokes. Like someone would be like, all right, heads I win, tails you lose. I was like, sounds like a good deal. Let's go.
I'm in. I got $50 on that.
I just want to tell y'all to buckle up because there's going to be a lot of laughs. We very much love Kai and Jim. They have a hilarious podcast.
Thank you for completing that sentence.
That Jackie and I were lucky to be a part of. If you haven't, you should go check out our Toy Story 3 episode.
Oh, that's a good question.
I just knew.
No, you got it. You get it.
I knew it was.
There's a question mark on the episode title. I'll add it.
And honestly, we did talk about the movie a little bit on that episode, so you should go check it out. But I really wanted to give you a chance to tell everybody how you started your podcast, what it's about, how you guys became co-host. Give us the dish.
Jim, you always tell this story so lovely. Like, you just do it perfectly.
Put down the water I just was about to drink.
And spit, he starts it off that way every time. Go ahead.
With a full spit take. I guess the way that the podcast had started was Kai and I are friends from improv. We used to do improv in Philly together. We started on a team called Daddy Issues. Look us up. And the pandemic happened. We all were bored. And I said to Kai one day, like, I had this idea for a podcast where it's just movie franchises go on for too long. And Kai was like, yeah, let's do it. I wanted to talk to every comedian in Philadelphia. And then that's kind of just how, and then we just became serious about it and did it. And now we're 100 and something episodes in.
That's
I also
awesome.
shamefully wanted to call it A Few Too Many instead of Rotten Treasure. And I was like, oh yeah, we'll just have a couple drinks. Get it. It's the sequels and drinking. And I was like, that's such a dad answer to like, what could the podcast name be?
I wanted to call it Franchise History. That got shot down because it was too boring and also too much like a football podcast.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Good choice, Kai. You gotta oh, by the way, we will be roasting Jim on this show as we do on their show. So
it's a rule. I'm glad that you extend that rule to your podcast. Great.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, but the rule is when we're on other people's podcasts, you have to bully Kai, and I'm not allowed to be bullied.
No,
I don't have it in my heart to bully Kai.
Okay.
It just feels right, Jim. It just feels right.
I understand. I've met myself.
You were the only one to show up with a background of not the movie we are doing.
Am I facing the right way? Then I'm like.
Jim in his heart really wanted to watch Are We There Yet? And so that is his background. He caught himself at the last moment, but
no, I think he watched both, right, Jim?
Well, so like the
feature.
reason these two movies are stuck in my head is because they came out around the same time, and I 100% watched them at the exact same night from like the exact same blockbuster trip. Like they're the exact same movie in my head.
I just thought it was because they were two Black movies with dads in it, but I'm glad there was a different reason.
I thought of it as two formerly dirty comedians. Well, Ice Cube's
yeah,
but dirty men. Then you could say, yeah, that's
who are trying to like turn around their careers and be Family Guys. Like,
yeah,
I'm supposed to forget that you were telling people to put, you're gonna put caps in people's heads.
Oh,
an NWA, AA. I can't.
No Vaseline, Danielle.
No, seriously, so happy to have you both on. And I think the movie we are doing, Daddy Daycare, is actually perfect because it feels like in some ways very improv like with the kids on set. And there are so many child actors that actually from this movie became adult actors. So I thought it would be fun if we could come up with a list of our top 5 child actors of all time.
Okay.
Sticking with our 95 2005 time period.
Okay.
Don't want to throw out a Shirley Temple because I would put that on my list.
I got really excited and started making my list, but this is for just Jim and Kai.
I mean, we make our own rules, Jackie. If we want to throw it in there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the best part about it's your podcast. You could just be like, all right, guys, for the next 2 weeks, we're just gonna do the alphabet. And like you can do whatever you want.
If I come up with someone, is Kai not allowed to have that person on their list?
We can make it rough like that, sure.
Oh, wow, you're just like trying to attack my list right now. I can't just have my own authentic list.
Because I know 100% if I did this right now, I would just be going like whatever Kai says. I'd be like, yeah. Oh, I like them too.
I just want to do this like these are 5 things, like improv game style. I just want to be authentic with who comes to mind.
I just need some clarification on child actor, because if they started as like a young teen, like a preteen, does that count versus like a little child?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't make the rules. You two do, but
Damn right, Jim. You do not make the rules. Oh, can we swear? Is that swearing? Damn.
Hi, have you not listened to the podcast?
I always forget. The thing is I swear so much, I just don't know where it is allowed and where it's not. No, I'm gonna rein it in. This is motherfucker. No, just kidding. Yeah. It's contagious.
Getting all out. I like the thing that's going around TikTok right now with the clip from The Hangover where they're like, shit, shoot, fuck, heck.
Love it.
All right, so who's got some names?
Jim, I know mine probably. Do you want me to go, or do you need a second?
Yeah. You go, because I need a second.
Cool. Right off the get-go, that kid from Jumanji who didn't do anything really afterwards, right? The thing is my answers are going to be that kid. It's not going to be names of people.
And now I'm like Googling who that kid is.
That plays young Alan Parrish?
No. The one that plays
brother.
Peter. Yeah. That kid did a great job. Phenomenal job. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I really was just like, thought Haley Joel Osment was cool. And then I met him. And then I'm not saying he's like not, I don't know.
Is he on your list, Kai, or not?
No, I'm taking him off.
Oh, he's not on your list? He's on my list. Thank you.
Jim,
okay, so I've got Joe Osment on my list.
Okay.
We doing drafts? Let's go. Who you picking?
Yeah.
I'll take the kid from Little Rascals, the Alfalfa kid.
Bug
I was
Hall?
around that time, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Bug Hall. I happen to know that off the top of my head.
Thank you.
Yeah. A very hard life. Poor thing.
I gotta start saying stuff and not looking into this kind of stuff. Trying to think.
I'm taking Anna Klumsky.
Ooh. That would have been on my list. I love her.
I think My Girl is technically in your era.
It is not. Trust me, it would have been on. Jackie's probably very happy that it's not.
Really? I love My Girl.
His glasses. He can't see without his glasses.
Yeah, that was
saddest part in that movie.
It was a rough movie.
I'm a weirdo because My Girl 2 is my favorite.
Oh, it was like a family favorite of mine. My mom and I were just like, I love you.
I have only seen the last shot of My Girl 2 because I was like, oh, look, it's on TV. Started watching it at the very wrong scene. And then I never watched it again.
I think I watched it when I was sick. And so I just like watched it continuously. And that was it for me. All right, Kai, you need to throw out another name.
I know. I'm trying to think. Honestly, I think when I was younger, I was really like a Disney kid, but I'm trying to think around like more of an appropriate time. You said between
95 to 2005.
I know. It's just around that time. I was definitely like a Nickelodeon kid. So I would say I was really into Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh,
like, so the Drive Me Crazy episode of yours, like super fun. I fucking love that movie. That's insane. Plus the name Chase. Gross. I hate that I love it.
She was just on the podcast that Christine Taylor and I forgot the guy's name who were on Hey Dude. They have a 90s podcast, and she was just on there, and she was talking about how the Drive Me Crazy premiere was like the absolute worst because I believe the production company for Sabrina was trying to fire her and also sue her for her Maxim cover that she did.
Oh no.
Yeah. So she was talking about that.
How did it work out was her mom still work? Wasn't her?
Yeah, her mom was like, what the hell did you do?
Ooh.
And
no.
It turned out fine. I mean, she was in her underwear without a shirt, but she didn't show any titties. Like, what's the problem? But it was just like so against her image, I guess. But Melissa Joan Hart, she's great. All right, Jim, how about you?
I am gonna go. I really liked Raven Simone when she was on the Cosby Show.
So that's
I was about to say she was Rudy, but she's actually
Olivia.
The annoying, yeah, she's actually the annoying little girl.
She was so cute. I loved Olivia.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I think I want to go with Marnie from Halloween Town, and I'm just upset that I haven't seen her. Like, I didn't see her really anything else. What's that actor's name?
Kimberly J. Brown.
How do you just know this stuff off the top of your head? Like, someone was like, "Oh yeah, Halloween Town." Oh yeah, wait, of course you.
Jackie and I were just talking about her the other day because we're gonna go to 90s Con in Tampa this year.
Cool.
And they just announced her and her fiance, who was also, I think, in Halloween Town too.
Please let them do a new Halloween Town. Like, can we
they
do
need
a new?
Yeah, they need to
ready.
fix. Yeah, they need to fix the fact of what happened in 3, and
do
it would be a great homage to Debbie Reynolds. I think, like, let her be a mom, have kids.
Can they do that, please, on a streaming service like soon? Can they do like a whole?
They need to. Like, I mean, I know they gave us Hocus Pocus, but like, I wasn't asking for that. I wasn't. I didn't need a Hocus Pocus too.
Never seen Hocus Pocus.
Huh?
I've never seen Hocus Pocus.
Jackie will tell you that you're not missing anything. Yeah. I need a Sky High too. Fuck everything else. Fuck what you heard.
Yeah, well, Sky High was phenomenal.
Yes. It's so good. Okay, who's next?
Jim.
Okay, can I double up and say the Olsen twins?
So you want
allow it.
Ashley and Mary Kate?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I was the perfect age to watch all of their movies.
You were their target audience?
Oh yeah.
It Takes Two.
From
that movie. Oh boy.
From Full House all the way up until New York Minute. I watched everything.
Oh, all right, Kai. Now you have 2.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna go with the kid from Flash Forward, who was also in what's that movie where Martin Short was yelling at children? Yeah, Ben Foster.
It.
Yeah, thank you. I love that I can't remember the name of actors. But they're great. Now I'm trying to think, like, what was I really watching a lot of? You kind of stole, because I did watch a lot of It Takes Two kind of stuff, and like a lot of those.
Do you want me to take Mary Kate and you can take Ashley?
Nah, I'm good. You keep what you chose. I'm trying to think. Who do I want to go with? Oh, I'm actually instead gonna go with that kid who played Beans.
That one I
told you.
I really don't know his name.
Yeah. Perfect. I told you I'd give you, like, I don't know their name, people. So
Stephen Anthony Lawrence is his
favorite. Top 5 for me.
They started a podcast. He's on it too. Yeah.
Please. Oh, I gotta check that out. Yeah, I honestly, I would imagine that was a very interesting character to play and then to stop playing. Oh, Beans.
For me, Elijah Wood.
Oh.
All day.
Okay.
I forget about him. Yeah, he was just in Back to the Future too. We just did that. His first movie. And I guess that dolphin movie.
Flipper.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And I guess Lord of the Rings, if you want to call 18 still a child.
I have to have Kirsten Dunst on my list, 100%. Mm-hmm. Brad Renfro. Oh, Brandon. Is it Brandon Adams? I had the hugest crush on him. Hold on. I'm the worst at knowing who actors are. It's Jim's job to look them up and then send me photographs. My answer is, oh yeah, that guy's in the movie. I could love an actor. Like, be like, that's one of my, oh yeah, all-time favorite. No clue what their name is. Yeah, Brandon Adams. He was in People Under the Stairs and Mighty Ducks.
Oh. Yes.
Danielle had the hoots for that one.
Are we going Charlie from Mighty Ducks?
You know it,
Joshua Jackson. Yeah, that's honestly, I'm mad that I didn't choose that. I just wasn't ready to admit that I was in love with him when I was watching Dawson's Creek in my sister's room.
Oh, he can get it at any age. I mean, when I'm that age, let me clarify.
There you go. That adds to the record twice.
Yeah, just blank out. Like there will just be an empty like couple of seconds right there.
Jackie?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Ooh, that's a good one. I could type while you say yours.
Okay. Mila Kunis.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
technically.
Seth Green.
Yes.
Oh,
Ethan Randall turned Embry.
that was.
What
Was that two people?
No, it's Ethan. Ethan Embry used to go by Ethan Randall when he was a child, and then he switched to Ethan Embry when he was a teenager. And then I saved the best for last, Mae Whitman.
Oh, so good.
Oh,
I love the podcast she does about Friday Night Lights. I guess I am really embracing listening to podcasts lately.
Oh my God. Oh, Mae Whitman,
You know
yes, from Good Girls. I love that that's the first association I have for her.
is it Mae Whitman in like Arrested Development?
Yes, she does make an appearance because her and Alia were on that show State of Grace that used to be on Fox Family back in the day. So they're actually really good friends in real life.
Oh, she's also in Scott Pilgrim.
Yes. Yeah. And the whole cast, they just announced that they're going to be doing the voices of the animated movie show.
They are. And that's how I realized that where I recognize Kieran McCulkin from, which is from Scott Pilgrim, because he is in my absolute favorite scene, which is is Scott here? And he jumps out the window and he goes, he just left.
The transition in that movie was so good.
Oh, so perfectly directed.
All right, so I have a question for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
If you're running a daycare, what would your daycare theme be? And what are some of the activities? Like, as we can see in the movie, they have Tai Chi under the tree. They have some Star Trek puppets and stuff like that.
Oh, they had like a support group.
Yeah, they had a thumb-sucking support group.
Yeah, they got it going on there. Yeah, it's a good setup.
Go ahead.
I guess I would have a dare daycare, and it would be teaching children how not to do drugs.
Thank God. I thought you were going to be like, I double dog it. Dare you. Come on.
Yeah. Jump off the roof, 4-year-old.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. And there'd be a lot of, we'd do all the things that I did in Dare. A cop would come.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's interesting. Are you gonna have that dog come out?
McGruff,
the dog in the trench coat.
Yeah.
What was he wearing under that? I'm curious.
He's naked.
So he's a flasher.
McGruff the crime dog is a flasher. Like, that's the secret. Okay, here's a fun fact about cops. They're all criminals. And McGruff the crime dog is also a criminal. Am I allowed to say this controversial statement on this podcast?
Just know I didn't say it.
We just add allegedly at the end of anything.
Yes, say allegedly.
Just lost all Scruff McGruff fans of the podcast. And just ruined it.
Our podcast numbers have plummeted because we talk shit about that damn dog.
McGruff the crime dog.
So, what about an activity? Is it sniffing for drugs?
I was gonna say, in my experience, it's doing drugs because that's what you do in Dare. But I'm not gonna say that because we're talking about children.
I don't know. I
teach them how to cut lines.
Yeah.
How to avoid tracks.
If I remember my Dare days correctly, what we would do is a cop would come and then force all the children to come up with little skits where they don't do drugs.
Back in my day in Teens Against Tobacco Use, which was before I was in Student Tobacco Reform Initiative Knowledge for Eternity, we used to go and talk to the kids and teach them with little activities about not smoking, secession, packets. We would give them out. Yeah.
Did you used to do the thing where you'd like turn a chair around and you sit in and be like, let's wrap kids? And then
my pose was more of the like Captain Morgan. I'd pull the chair out and put my foot up and be like,
And
well, kids, I'm gonna
you
keep
put like
it
the
real.
suit jacket over your shoulder. Yeah. Crystal clear picture in my head.
Hi, what about you? What would your daycare theme be?
Honestly, I was toss up between movie theaters just to keep making them watch monitors because I'm not good at watching children. The other thing was just field day themed, but I feel like that would get tiresome after a while. Like I loved field day, but if you made a kid go to field day every day, that kid's at like, I think third field day, done. I can't do it anymore.
Every day you'd have to rent a dunk tank.
Yeah.
You gotta think about that.
Jim, you buy the dunk tank.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Moneybags over here has all the money in the world buying these dunk tanks.
Hey, I'm doing a fundraiser. I'm not going to use my own money, Jim.
I'm going to hire Cheap Trick. Sorry
Jim,
to get ahead of
do you want
the
to
game.
work on my committee or not? I think you have great ideas.
Thank you. How do you feel about cops?
Not a fan. Oh, God. Okay,
Perfect.
I'm crying.
And
Great.
what about activities?
Okay. Oh, geez. I think
Kai,
field
what
day-
activities would you do at field day?
No, I mean, I think we would do field day for 2 days and then a day of rest.
Wait, so
that's
it's
the
only
extra-
So it's a
open for-
Catholic school.
It's only open for 3 days.
No, it just does that on repeat. Then you go back to field day, 2 days. You get Friday off. Parents have to take care of their kid on Fridays now.
Figure
I
that
like
shit
that-
out,
I like your field days.
Jackie.
I'm cheating because my classroom theme was Star Wars. So just running with that.
Ooh,
Everyone
that'd be
had
fun.
their character. So I could literally be like, Boba Fett, it's your turn to feed the fish. And they're like, okay.
I like the children don't play along.
Yeah, like they're just like, okay, I'm C3PO now.
Wait, I was gonna say,
forever."
dude, they don't get to choose. Like, they get no say. It's like Spanish class where I had to be Pablo. Like, what the
Yes.
hell?
Exactly. They show
Okay.
up the first day, their name is already on the character that they will be for the next 5 years that I have them.
Oh
this is-
man, I'm Jetster Detster.
You should put someone next to R2D2 that just like makes R2D2 sound. Their name's like beep boop bop. They just like beep boop, and they just like hang out. And that's
I would
oh my
just
God.
make all of my kids different variations of Han Solo, so it would be
Ooh.
it would be the Han Solo that gets like
Carbonite. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then-
Frozen in carbonite.
Han shoots first would be another one.
Okay.
Are
I
these
didn't
middle
know-
names? I think these are just middle names. Is what you
I didn't
can-
know
How do you spell shoot first? Shoot first? Shoots first.
It's first. It's Dutch.
What about
I
your
did-
activities, Jackie?
I did enjoy the lightsaber fight that was featured in the
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
That was a
Mm.
highlight for me. But I also, when I needed a break from the children in the classroom, I had this Disney bingo and it was a DVD. And so it would just like call randomly the numbers. And so I always said we were working on math. And I just put the Disney DVD in and it would give me at least like a half an hour to get shit done while the kids played bingo.
You missed an opportunity to record with Miss Terry and have her like she needs to have her own bingo tape.
She does.
Jackie's mom,
Mhm.
sweetest woman in the whole wide world, loves her some bingo. Let me tell
Oof.
you, I ain't
It's
never
the
seen
best.
you ain't
Yeah.
never seen nothing like Miss Terry playing bingo.
No, I've
It
done it in a
is-
cruise. I've done it at a drag show. It's like what? Like, great. I don't know. I'm not trying to do like a. I've done it here, done it there.
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
I've done it with a house. I've done it with a cat and mouse.
I've done it with a mouse actually, but I should.
I
I've
don't
got bingo
want
with the mouse would be nice.
to brag or nothing, but I've won bingo twice.
Nice.
Wow. All right.
Yeah,
Didn't
on
know we had a
two
winner
separate
here.
occasions.
We're in a podcast with pros.
I see.
Mhm.
I thought they were going to bring other kind of pros to the table, but this is new. All right.
No, I'm not a good writer. Is that what you were getting at?
Well, my theme would most likely be Candyland. I am
Ooh, that's a good one.
obsessed with wanting to like bring that to life for some reason. I don't know what like kind of activities though that I would be really interested in doing with these children.
Running away from the Muckman, whatever the heck that thing is. It's terrifying.
Take the gumdrop pass.
Plenty of activities.
Yeah,
Mr. Mint. I'm literally reading from a Candyland board right now.
But I think that would be kind of cruel because I would make everything look like candy, but would not let them have candy.
Oh, that's rough.
I would make things look like candy, and then it wouldn't be there.
Would you hang out with Grandma Nut?
Yes.
Okay,
yes, I would.
Good, because she's gonna be there.
All right, so I'm sure you guys are aware, Jackie and I used to work at Blockbuster, and one of our bits on this show is that we like to have our guest pick their employee picks, because when we worked at Blockbuster, we used to be able to have like a shelf and employees got to pick their favorite movies. I never got to do that, by the way. I'm still a little butthurt by it. But anywho.
You should be.
So,
yeah. Let's go back. Let's just do it.
Go to that one that's in Alaska right now.
Well, Bend, Oregon. Jackie and I want to go at some point.
Hell yeah.
Eventually. Hopefully we get there before it closes. But you guys pick 3 movies that you would recommend for your employee picks from the 1995-2005 time frame. Okay. And if you're not sure if it's in that time frame, just throw out the name and we will tell you.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can do that time frame. I feel like
I'm gonna go to my IMDb rating list and see what I
feel like Liar's in there for me because I watched that movie way too many times. Unfortunately, the movie Daylight, I think, is in that time period, and I've talked about that many times on my podcast. It's a specific movie that I've seen on daytime TV way too many times. And then my dad recorded. I was like, I'm gonna keep watching this a bunch of times. Being young is weird. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to Sylvester Stallone, I guess. I talked like him for 3 years. It was a rough time as a kid. No, I'm trying to think. What else would I put on that shelf? I think I watched, honestly, I know this is where you started it all, but I think another one was Empire Records. I watched that so many times on repeat. Yeah. Damn
the man. Save the Empire.
I think it was because I had a thing for Mark and I just didn't know how to talk about it at the time. And it was like, I don't know what it was. Like the thing he did. What's his name? I'm trying to do a clever thing with that thing you do. He was in that for like 3 seconds and I was like, no, come back. Yeah, Jim, what's yours?
I'm going to take this dead serious. I would of course go with the 2002 Brazilian classic City of God.
That's such a good movie.
Wow. It's a really good movie. Then of course the 1999 classic being John Malkovich.
Jesus.
That makes sense.
And 2001's The Royal Tenenbaums. Thank you.
Wow.
I think we need to have Jim on with Nick. That would be so interesting.
I support that idea. Yes.
Yeah.
Do that, please.
We need to start doing Wes Anderson movies, and Danielle and I are both like,
Royal Tenenbaums is the only exception for me.
It's a really good movie.
I didn't like the thing on the submarine. That wasn't my thing.
Yeah, that's the one. That's
Steve
the one.
Zissou.
That's the one Nick wants to do, and I don't think I spelled Tenenbaums wrong, but I don't care.
The camp one was cute, like the campground one. That was nice.
If you're having trouble, we could always replace that with A Knight's Tale, because I literally watched that like 2 nights ago.
We did it with Jackie's brother. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be on my shelf. Take everything down, put that up 3 times.
It's too late. You already put
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
You chose your choice.
No, fair.
This person really likes that one dad from TikTok.
If you have been having an entirely fun time laughing with us, then you should check out Rotten Treasure. Why don't you tell us, Kai, how people can find you on social?
Absolutely. You can do that on Instagram at Rotten_Treasure. I believe it's Rotten Treasure. For Twitter, if I'm not mistaken, I should know, but I don't.
I just found out now that we have a Twitter.
Oh yeah. Good. We have a TikTok, but don't go to it because who knows what's on there. Yeah, aside from that, I mean, you can literally just, my phone number is
Right.
No, no, we gotta get our
215.
No, you can hit us up at rottentreasurepodcast@gmail.com, even though you've never talked to us, and just send us questions. Let's just get into a dialogue. No, tell us your favorite nonsense franchise, just like the 9th installment of, well, please tell me there's 9 of Daddy Daycare movies. I didn't look to see how far. I think there's probably 3.
I don't know. I know there's a second one. I didn't look beyond that because I didn't want to know.
Oh, they eventually go to space.
Do they?
No,
well, eventually the children take over because they're old enough to be daddies. So.
Who's the daddy now? Yeah, it gets real.
Anywho,
that's a different series.
If you have any suggestions for us, you guys know that you can find us at No More Late Fees on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And stay tuned for more madness, more hijinks in our Daddy Daycare episode with Kai and Jim later this week.
And as always, be kind and rewind.